did an interview with Brian Custer in the Last Stand podcast. I don't know what's gonna happen with the Last Stand podcast since Showtime getting out of boxing. I don't know if they're gonna just be like, keep it like Fox did with Club Shay Shay and Shannon Sharp. I imagine they will, and Brian Custer just carry on because, for a minute, a lot of his Last Stand podcast interviews was going up on Showtime boxing page first. Then it was going up on the Last Stand podcast. So man, shout out to Brian Custer. He already knew it was coming. Brian Custer said, let me slide to the left over to ESPN, so he knew what it was, right? But nonetheless, man, Andrade did an interview on there. It seemed like it was after the press conference. They just posted it, and he basically told him that Jose Benavidez Sr. said they plan on knocking Demetrius Andrade out. And he asked Demetrius Andrade, he said, you knock a lot of people down, but you don't finish them. And then his response was basically, he said that, the fighter got a family to go home to. And sometimes, I'm paraphrasing, that's what he said there. But, sometimes he just want to get to this decision. I told y'all what Demetrius Andrade do. He did exactly what Tyson Fury did versus Francis Ngannou. What's the first thing Fury did to Ngannou? He went out there and he smacked Ngannou in the mouth. That's the first thing he did. He went out there and he smacked Francis Ngannou in the mouth to set the tone. Now, that shit didn't work for him, but he ain't lose. And Terence Crawford always talk about that when you fight bigger opponents, you got to set the tone and let them know that you can hurt them, or that you ain't here to play no games and no shit like that. So, he ain't play no games or whatever. But, nonetheless, he did say that, if he have to, he feel like, his movement and his power is going to surprise David Benavidez. And that he feel like, and if it come down to it, he can knock him out. And what I think he don't have no respect for is, I don't think he had no respect for Benavidez's defense. Benavidez is so big that he able to walk guys down with his hands down. He able to walk guys down, and then he'll pick his hands up when he get in range. His footwork is all over the place. He kind of waddle around the ring. And, I think that's what a lot of people see with Benavidez. And I think when you get in there with him, it's a little bit different. But Andrade, I think he is an underrated puncher. You know what I'm saying? I think he is. I think, he bigger and stronger than a lot of people give him credit for. But, could he knock him out? I mean, anything possible. We seen Ronald Garville drop David Benavidez with a good shot. So, Benavidez, I felt that I had him losing that fight on the scorecards. It was close, but he was the younger fighter who had the brighter future, and he came back in a rematch and destroyed Ronald Garville. But I think anything possible, you know what I'm saying? But I just think we know what Benavidez going to do, but we don't know what Demetrius Andrade going to do. But Andrade do come out there and surprise the people with a lot of power. He addressed getting dropped by Venez, and he said that was really much nothing. They feet got tangled up. You look at Demetrius Andrade, that dude wear like a size 16, 15 shoe. You know what I'm saying? So do I believe him when he say that? I mean, part of me say it's possible, but the nice part of me go back to what he said. That man got a family. Why you don't finish guys? So if that's his mentality, I feel like you got to stop Benavidez. You got to go in there and be a killer. That's how I feel. If you want to go in there and stop David Benavidez, I feel like you got to go in there and be a killer. And that's just my opinion. So if you want to stop Benavidez, you can't have the mentality that, oh man, he got a family, or you can't have that mentality. You got to go in there as KLBK, killed or be killed. And with him showing compassion, just let you know, finishing guys is a mindset first and foremost. Anything you do is a mindset. When you lifting weights, or you lifting something, they tell you it's mind over matter. Your mind can limit what you lift, your mind can limit what you lift. Your mind can limit a lot of stuff. You know, they got this video of this guy, real quick. I haven't watched the whole thing. I might do one on Free Game 89. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89, where he basically saying that it's a guy that go 50-50 with his wife, and it's a guy that pay 100% of the bills, and the guy's 50-50, saying it's hard to get money out here. You know, when you start with that mindset, of course it's hard to get money because you limit to your mindset. You got to unlearn everything that you learn. A lot of times, especially when you're black, you got to unlearn all that stuff. You know, you got to unlearn what what women taught you about going to church and what your mother groomed you how to treat a woman. Man, women don't want that shit. They don't. Keep telling y'all that, man. Especially black women. So a lot of times your mind can limit you. Now, in the whole thing, they both gonna lose. 9 times out of 10, the dude that's real quick, that's paying 50-50, his woman gonna be more likely to stick with him because she's sticking with him through the bad times, right? The dude that's paying 100% of nothing, he the same dude she ain't gotta do this, that, and the third. He gonna lose more because you invested all this money in this woman, you done paid for everything, and all she gonna do is go to the next dude who doing what you doing, and she probably cheating on you while you making your money. So if the dude that's going 50-50 getting cheated on real quick, okay, it is what it is. I didn't spend 100% of everything. This dude spent 100%. We seen this story time and time again, where it's a guy that pay all the bills, and come on, he paid everything, and he looks like a fucking idiot at the end of the day. The fate is the same. The dude with the 50-50, his woman probably more realer than his chick. He probably bought his chick. I already tell y'all how it go. A lot of these dudes that trick, they the ones that get they don't tell you about all the losses they had. It's like somebody that gamble. They show you the winnings, but never talk about how much they lost. So I don't get into telling y'all what to do. Do what fit your lifestyle. That's what I tell people that all the time. Do what fit your lifestyle. Simple and plain as that. If you find a chick that go 50-50 with you, and y'all gonna build and y'all gonna save and whatever, hey, if you want to pay everything and feel like you in control, for sure, that's what you want to do. But back on Demetrius Andrade and shit, man, it's like it's possible, and maybe Benavidez keep bringing the heat to him, and then he really got to pack the blicky and really got to put him down. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting Benavidez to bring the best out of Demetrius Andrade. Even when you look at this boxing schedule, it's really kind of light going into November. You know what I'm saying? It's hella light. You know what I'm saying? It's spotlight by Shakur and Edwin De Los Santos and Benavidez and Andrade. That's it. That's it. It's real light. So, like I said before, content used to be banging in the fall for boxing. So you really had a light summer once you think about it. You had Spencer Crawford. That was the summer right then and there. So, that was the summer. But, I think he's capable of it. And I think that's the intriguing thing about this fight is, it's funny how Benavidez is significantly younger than Demetrius Andrade, but we want to, confirm or, not confirm, how they say, kill, not confirmed on Call of Duty. If Demetrius Andrade is really as good as they say he is, and at 33, 34 years old, I mean, it's now or never. And if he pull it off, I mean, I think the number one thing is, he's good as he say he is. And another next thing that come to your mind, he wasted a lot of time. He could be the pound for pound best fighter in the world. And what's so funny about this interview? He said Tyson Fury was the best pound for pound fighter in the world. He said that. So this obviously before he fought Francis Ngannou and shit, but he said it. So here's what it is. But like I said before, I think it's possible he can hurt David Benavidez and put Benavidez down. But if you're gonna hurt Benavidez, you're gonna have to punch with him. The movement is cool, but I think the best movement he can do is move forward on Benavidez. Keep Benavidez on his heels. You let Benavidez get on his front foot. You let Benavidez start pushing you against the ropes. No matter how much catching and shooting you doing, you Demetrius Andrade, you on PBC, you ain't getting no decision in Vegas. Andrade got to keep Benavidez on his heels, keep Benavidez off balance, keep fainting, keep him thinking. But I do think it's a possibility that he could stop David Benavidez. But I think Benavidez, if somebody getting stopped, most likely is Demetrius Andrade. So we'll see. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.